know, if you really go back down the line, they'll go back to Israelites.
They do go back to
they go back to Israelites, man. And it's like they're bringing out these names, and just like the so-called white man has made changed our names and given you his name, because we were his slaves, you know, they were once our slaves, man.
Yeah, they once our names as well.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, they once our names.
But you know what? They took our names in order to fulfill the prophecy and call themselves the people of the Most High.
Is it Proverbs 49?
Revelations 20, man.
They took our names, man. You know, hence why history is all mixed up.
After when we finish, Revelations 20.
Up, so we've got to, through these books, through these historians, we piece together the picture.
Got any scriptures to go with that, bro?
We realise, you know, that who we are.
Scriptures to go with that?
I realised that like, a lot of like European names.
I'm saying, have you got any to go with it?
Like the name Johnson. That's like Johnson. Really, like Yohana. At the sun, that would just be bar. So that bar you have, bar Yohana.
That's good, man.
Then you know the word, you know the Irish name Seamus. That brings me James goes back to Jacob.
Right. So, man. So that's excellent, because you need to be able to break words down and find out the roots of words, and then learn about languages and those kinds of things. You know, because English language is a bastard language, man.
Yeah, I realise.
So when you read stuff in English, you need to start doing some research into those words and find out the true origins. Because when you do that, you realise, that word doesn't necessarily go back to a so-called typical Irish man or a so-called English man. You see what I'm saying? That's actually a so-called Negro, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's excellent, man. You need to do that. And you need to also do that with the scriptures also. Sorry.
Revelation 20.
Revelation 20, yeah? And that's what they're not doing that in schools, man. They're not doing that. They teach you English and they try and make it, and that's why English is a universal language, you know, because it's like, it will keep you hidden from really knowing the origins of information and certain things.
Because I've actually realised how corrupt and illiterate the English language is. That example, you know, W and V, like basically V is supposed to have a W pronunciation.
Right.
W is supposed to be a V pronunciation. It's cool. If you compare to other languages, you realise how rude the English language is. Like A is supposed to be pronounced R, E is supposed to be pronounced A. It's like, you realise how weird.
Yeah, it's newspeak. They come up with a term called newspeak.
20 from the top.
It's Revelations 20 and 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan.
Right. So the bottomless pit is Europe, and the serpent, the Satan, is the serpent,
which is the devil and Satan.
Right. Let's talk about the so-called white man.
And bound him 1,000 years.
Right. That was during the time of Septimius Severus. If you know about Septimius Severus, he ruled in 193. Yeah, he took over. He overthrew the Roman Empire. So that's talking about him. His name is Omen Nomen. Septimius Severus means like the sever of the serpent's head. Yeah, the seven heads in it. Right.
And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more.
Right. That was for 1,000 years. That's what we're reading about here in this book. We ruled Europe for 1,000 years, right?
Till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season.
Right, and that's when he come back into the power during the Renaissance, right? The rebirth of the Roman Empire, he come back and he's deceived the nations again. Hence by putting Christ up as a so-called white man. Right?
And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua.
Right, that's the servants. Us probably, you know, some of us got a servant of Most High bringing out his word. We're going to be executed.
And for the word of Yahweh. Right. And which has not worshipped the beast.
Right, we're not under this. We're in the world, but we're not of the world. You know what I mean? We know what's about to happen through the words of Yahushua Mashiach.
Neither his image, neither had he received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands.
Right, we didn't take his system, even though we live in his system. We go to work, we've got to do what we've got to do, but we don't take on his philosophies, yeah?
And they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years.
Right.
But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished.
Right, that's, you know what that's the other nations. The other nation. When it says the rest of the dead, it's talking about the other nations. That they will actually be under bondage for 1,000 years. Yeah. I mean, the scriptures that will break that down, but that's talking about the other nations. So the other, yeah, when it says the dead, it's talking about the other nations. Yeah. It means that they're going to be under us for 1,000 years, and after 1,000 years, they're going to be put back in their own land. Yeah. They're going to put back in their own land, but Mr. White Man, Mr. What? Put it on the, give it to someone. Wait, what's up, bro? The £5? Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag, innit? Man's gonna get a blessing, mate. Man's gonna get a blessing, mate. What about that? The rest of the dead is definitely talking about the other nation.
Just come every Saturday. We're here every Saturday.
See, it jumps around, but that's definitely talking about the other nation. Yeah. There's one in Daniel's about.
Speak to them after you do it, yeah? Next after.
Go ahead, carry on. There's a scripture in Daniel's where it talks about him actually cutting the head, man.
Cutting his head.
Look at my Bible, man. Read that again, though. You can break it down again.
Now, if you look at that film,
Blessed, this is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. But the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power, but they shall be priests of God and of Christ. And shall reign with him 1,000 years.
why did you make it the same thing? All over the world is the same thing. When you to Kenya.
And when the 1,000 years were expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out and deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth.
Revelation 12 and 7, Rob. 12 and 7.
Gog and Magog Gog and Magog to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And they that went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city, and fire came down from God out of heaven, and devoured them. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone.
That's America. Talking about that great fire was going to go to America.
Where the beast and the false prophet are.
Right, the Roman Catholic Church and system.
Well, it's the Roman Catholic Church and all the other churches.
Yeah. All them, them Islam. And
all of them. They all come out of the Roman Catholic Church, innit?
All of them. So they're under the whole umbrella.
Yep.
See?
And shall be tormented day and night, forever and ever.
Right.
And
ever and ever means a very long time. Doesn't mean forever.
Yeah, just like 1,000 years didn't mean 1,000 years. It meant a certain jurisdiction of time.
Yep.
And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yahweh, and the books were opened. Another book was opened, and another book was opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works.
Okay. Revelation 12 and 7, bro.
It's Revelations 12 and 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Right, that's the so-called American, have we got it here?
Yeah, no. Yeah. On the other side of that.
Alright, that's what's talking about this. This is when Christ makes his second coming. Michael and his angels. This is what Michael and his angels are coming in. And they're going to fight against the American and the Russian, all these, what it is basically, when Christ turns up...
NATO.
Yeah, NATO. When Christ turns up in these so-called UFOs, they call them.
All these skies are going to be filled with chariots, mate.
Yeah. And then all the nations are going to turn and fight.
When you see them charioting in the sky, you're supposed to be happy.
Yeah. Just salvation.
And then them sitting there, black man, them coming to pick you up or kill you.
One or the other.
Know what I mean?
I know basically that the pictures that the pictures of the angels that you see are fake, but I've heard descriptions of the Bible that angels are actually that winged. Basically, I heard the average angel's got 6 wings. Basically,
Ezekiel 1 and 7. You can put that back. Put it back, bro.
Because I see the picture of the angels there, and I was thinking...
There's no angels on there.
No, you know, like... I'm sure,
There's no angels on there.
Oh, right, that's my bad.
The angels are in the chariots. The angels are the ones that cause tornadoes and all sorts of stuff on the earth.
Hey, dude. I've got that Quran from when he comes out with a chop.
Yeah, forget about him, mate.
Right, you got Ezekiel. Oh, you got it? Ezekiel.
No, get the you still got 12 and 7 there, innit? Yeah. Finish 12 and 7 first.
And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan,
Right, the white man.
which deceived the whole world.
You got Jesus, that false Jesus.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation, and strength, and the kingdom of our God, and the power of Yahushua. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night.
Right, so that's them elites. What they do is they go to their magi's and their witches and pray to the Most High and say, look what your people are doing, even though they're destroying us. You know what I mean? They say, look what your people are doing. They don't love you. They don't trust you. So what it is, they're basically trying to get back the birthright. Because that's all it goes back to is the birthright. Esau and Jacob, they want that birthright back.
They want it back?
They want it back, yes. Because they said that we stole it, but even though their ancestor Esau sold his birthright to Jacob for that red pottage. That's why they still got that characteristics, the blood in their meat, they love it, yeah? So that's why. They all basically, this whole earth was created for our sakes, but there's a play what's going on. The two main characters are the Israelites and the so-called Edomites. The so-called Negroes and the Hispanics and the Native Americans and the so-called Europeans. They're the main characters of the Bible. All the other nations are just like the extras. But they're going to play their part, you understand? They're going to serve us.
Right, I mean, Talakia, the Ishmaelites have got a big part to play.
Right.
Because the Most High's made it that where they live is where all the resources are.
Right.
That's why.
Separate from the Edomites.
Yeah, the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, the Most High's made it that where they live is where all the resources are.
Right.
So like how the white man's a thief, and he likes to steal stuff, he's made it that he's gonna have to come against those Arabs in order to get what he wants.
Yes.
And they ain't bowing down to no. You go to Arabia and come with that white Jesus, man. They chop you up.
That's right.
In fact, in the Middle East now, a lot of Christians are getting put to death. A lot of them are getting put to death because they're trying to create a war between the Islam and the
government system I've got here backs what you're saying. Because you see, look where they put the Arabs. It's not the black man. It's not the black man. It's not at the bottom. See where they put the Arabs?
Right.
You see the whites at the top, the Arabs at the bottom.
Right.
The other term for Arab is Middle Eastern.
Right.
So everything you're saying, the British government is backing up what you just said.
Well, it's prophecy. It's prophecy. They want to go in.
This is hard.
You know, there's nothing wrong with Syria. There's nothing wrong with Libya. There was nothing wrong with Iraq. There's nothing wrong with those countries and those rulers because they were backing them at one point.
Yeah.
So it's when things don't go according to their plan.
Yes.
They think, well, it's time to get rid of those leaders and put one in that will fit our agenda.
Yes.
Which is the same thing they did when we were in Africa.
Yes.
They'll kill off our leaders and then put an African man to lead us, and that same African man will be the one selling us.
Yes, that's right.
You see? That's what will happen. I've got it in one of my books. I've got it in one of my books here. Because they wrote the history of Nigeria.
Yeah.
They wrote the history of those places. So what they said was, oh, these Jews, oh, we can't make them know that they're Jews. So we're going to have to write history to say that, oh, they come from the Bantu tribe. And their origins come from Africa, when they really knew who the hell we were.
Yes.
Because when they went down there and observed us, they saw that we had customs and that we were keeping the Sabbath and we were circumcising our children. There's various things that we were doing that they knew who we were, and they thought, we're going to have to get rid of these people's history. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why when you come to slave ship, they put your mum over there, your dad over there, and they put you over there. It takes about, from what I've been told, it takes about 2 generations or it's either 1 or 2 generations for you to just lose your history. From your mum and dad separate from you, your children don't know shit.
That's right.